it,
know
man.
about us.
I like your Mario Maker. But like at the same time, I don't see why you made a 2-hour video on trying to beat your own
They be
Mario Maker
talking,
level.
but they don't know about
Oh,
us.
that's because
I
I'm
don't-
generally kind of shit at games.
Yeah, but you have to complete the level to submit the level.
That's exactly why I was streaming my own level, because I was trying to beat my own fucking level.
I see.
Summer with you was really something. These days it's all of you or nothing. Shooby-dooby-doo, don't die. Shooby-dooby-doo, don't die. And if we talking, that's cool. Just know that mama ain't raised no fool at all. Shooby-dooby-doo, don't die. Shooby-dooby-doo, don't think I got a crush on you. Wish me the best luck. Thinking I'm obsessive over you. Don't mind my aggression. There's no need to question. Just know that your lesson's overdue. Dear nostalgia, why don't you just come back one more time? Dear nostalgia, why don't you come back and just be mine? Just be mine. Na, 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 na. Just be mine. They be talking, but they don't know about us. I got a crush on you. Wish me the best luck. Thinking I'm obsessive over you. Don't mind my aggression. There's no need to question. Just know that your lesson's overdue. Summer with you was really something. These days it's all of you or nothing. Na 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 na. Just be mine. And if we talking, that's cool. Just know that mama ain't raised no fool at all. Think I got a crush on you. Wish me the best luck. Thinking I'm obsessive over you. Don't mind my aggression. There's no need to question. Just know that your lesson's overdue. Dear nostalgia, why don't you just come back one more time? Dear nostalgia, why don't you come back and just be mine? Just be mine. Na 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 na. Just be mine. They be talking, but they don't know about us. They be talking, but they don't know about us. Na 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 na. Just be mine. They be talking, but they don't know about us. Summer with you was really something. These days it's all of you or nothing. Shooby-dooby-doo, don't die. Shooby-dooby-doo, don't die. And if we talking, that's cool. Just know that mama ain't raised no fool at all. Shooby-dooby-doo, don't die. Shooby-dooby-doo, don't think I got a crush on you. Wish me the best luck. Thinking I'm obsessive over you. Don't mind my aggression. There's no need to question. Just know that your lesson's overdue. Dear nostalgia.
Welcome to the 40 Fingers podcast. It's your boy 40 Faris 40 Fingers, and I am here with a special guest. Introduce yourself, man.
Fuck.
Oh, that's nice.
Wait a second. What's your rating here? What's your rating?
What would you
Was
mean
it
rating?
PG-13?
Yeah, oh no, you just go whatever, man.
Alright, well, whatever. Fuck it. Yeah. Hello, guys. It's me, Gromski. I'm a guy that talks a lot and doesn't do shit.
Nice. I like that kind of I like that kind of resolve. And then we also got
Yeah.
Prince on the side as well. See, the funny thing, right, is the people who half of the people here, no, nearly most of the people here who are in this channel right now, they all came from a different server because of what happened on Discord beforehand. I'll get into that soon. Shout out to you guys. I love you all. Not really. No, I'm joking. I do. But firstly, I want to talk about you, Gromski. Tell me about yourself.
Shit. This is a lot. I didn't practice rehearse this at all. Well,
Yeah.
I'm a dude. Like all of us, we got dreams and shit, and I make excuses for why I have not achieved my dreams. That's kind of summarizes me. It's
Jesus Christ, that's depressing.
It is.
I hurt
dude,
myself
it
in
is,
there.
I mean, I guess it's like how we all feel in general, but honestly, I think it's kind of like recently, like really freaking recently, have been looking up for me. So I'm gonna start being able to actually do the things I've been wanting to do. So that's
Okay.
the bright side, I guess.
Can you go into any of these topics right now, or is everything like top secret and everything?
Well, I was thinking about like what I want to keep secret, but honestly, I've been just spilling the beans all around, so I honestly don't mind in this case. I'm down to talking about it.
All right, sure. What have you sorry, what have you got planned so far right now? What are you thinking about like releasing, or what have you got planned?
Well, anyway, I don't really know how the whole publishing shit works and all that stuff. Right now, I'm just focusing on improving my art.
Oh,
But
yeah.
the story-wise, I got too many. They're they're all freaking linked together, my man.
Oh right. Oh, is this
Um,
some Marvel Universe type shit?
Oh fuck yeah, basically. It's basically like all the shit that I've put together since like middle school and
Mhm.
whatever.
Okay.
In my head, obviously, I draw some shit out, but I got connections and stuff going on how I want it to go. But I was thinking that I could have it all start with like my YouTube channel and have like have a little bit of lore thing happening in the back with my characters
Mhm.
and shit. Like I want to treat it like a practice
Right.
as me starting to write and shit and start developing that universe through this practice thing I'm doing.
Mhm.
It's a really self-contained thing that I plan on doing. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And you plan to upload this on like Webtoon or join me?
That's what I've been wondering, if I should do the webtoon thing or should I just publish it all on YouTube, and by YouTube I mean like make it in a video form or whatever.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
Wait,
Wait, is it
voice dubs or
voice
something?
dubs?
Yeah, well,
Actually,
no.
that'd be a
Oh,
bit
fuck no.
complicated.
I'm going more for the animatic frigging route, honestly. No voices, just shit, written out, just to get the actual ideas out there.
Mhm. Okay. I
Cause-
see.
Cause yeah, time wise and shit, I gotta improve my art style before anything. You know how animatics don't
Oh yeah, definitely.
necessarily have to look the best, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it lets me like actually draw shit out and organize it, something like that, and then I can, eventually do something better out of it.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you were thinking about like so you said you didn't want to do like voice dubbing or anything like that. It's mostly just
Well, I'd love to do that, but let's be honest. To do voice shit, you need voice actors, don't you? And all I got is myself, so.
Yeah. Nah, hey, don't worry, man. If you need
Yeah.
me, I will voice act anything. I can voice act Kermit. I
Don't do
can.
it because you're just gonna do Sonic. There we go.
I can do
Yeah.
Sonic. Oh, I could do Sonic. Oh, yeah, that's a good shout. But
Demo it right now. I want to hear you do Sonic.
all right, what do you want me to say?
Dude, Sonic Speed.
Sonic Speed.
No.
Come on,
I could do way better than
please
that.
step it up.
Come on, step it up. Something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. You got.
Come on, step it up.
Oh my god,
You
please
just gotta
stop.
be as
No.
loud as fucking possible.
And destroy your throat at the same time. Oh, I hate that blue burst so much. Speaking of, the new Sonic movie is coming out, and the redesign came out as well. This is pretty old news, but I mean, I never got a chance to talk about it. I think the redesign came out like last week or something. We didn't record that week. But what did you what do you think about the design?
What I think about it is that I work in a movie theater,
Oh, yeah,
and we had the huge ass Sonic standee with the legs
Oh, yeah,
and shit, and I had to look at it all every day. And now they brought in a new standee, which maybe I should have taken a picture of it or something. Actually, I think I do. Have a picture of it, but it looks so much better, man. I was so happy. I was wondering when it was announced that they were gonna do the change. I was like, why don't they take down the standee? All they did was slap a sticker with the new date on it. That was that. I'm not even.
Oh my
joking.
god.
That's literally what they did.
That's so fucking lazy,
Um,
Jesus.
It really was. They just slapped the sticker right there at first, and I was like, what? Why don't they just toss that shit out and wait for the new standees?
They didn't get any of like the new Sonic artwork or anything at your cinema, did they?
No, they did. They did.
Oh, they
it's
did?
actually
Oh, shit.
It's a really cool ass standee. Actually, it's one of the best ones I've seen.
Is it one of like the 3D ones where you have to like assemble it
is.
yourself?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He like pops out of a ring, and behind him you can see the whole trail of the blue blur and shit, and you got Jim
Oh.
Carrey
Oh,
sticking out of a leg.
okay. We don't have those
Kinda sick.
we don't have that kind of shit in the UK, at least in my area, because they're too poor. But yeah.
Damn.
It's true though. I'm
I
not.
mean, I can totally like snap a picture and just send it in the Discord or some shit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah, so yeah, what was I? Oh yeah. I was gonna talk about. Okay, so basically, I just want to quickly say something. You know, how Discord was down like a couple hours ago. It was down for nearly 2 hours, right? So the way this shit happened, literally, I went onto a website called like server down, Discord down, some shit like that, and I decided to see if Discord was down and everything. It was apparently. So I went into the comments or that forum board thing, and yeah, we were in the forum. I was just quickly looking at who was saying who, and everybody was complaining. I decided to join the conversation and everything. 2 hours passed, and now I'm playing Minecraft with these guys, and now we're in a server, and that's like half the people. We were playing Minecraft. Yeah, we were all playing Minecraft together, and like, we were in a server, and that's like half the people in this chat right now. Like nearly all of our viewers were from that server, so I just want to shout them out. If they're in the, if they even fucking in here, no, they're not.
Oh, I felt that so bad.
Like 4 of them left. All right, cool.
Gone in 5 minutes.
I love them all.
They're
But
cursed anyway. It doesn't matter.
ooh, hurts. Anyways, okay, so yeah, so the topic I want to talk about Chainsaw Man. Ooh, baby.
Oh, my man, honestly, this latest chapter, I just read it, and oh my god, it feels so good.
I haven't watched that
Ah.
far. I haven't read that
Not the
far.
latest chapter.
No, okay, so I told you I was gonna start reading it today, right? I was just gonna give my initial thoughts on the series, but I wanted to go more and more, but then more and more shit came up today, which is why it stopped me from it stopped me from reading all of it. So I got to about like chapter 5 or 6 or something, but
Did you at least? Wait. So you're telling me you didn't get to like reread, but you did get to read the latest chapter at least, right?
nope. I couldn't.
It wouldn't even make sense to if you read the latest
That's
chapter.
the first thing I did. I made sure to catch up before I started.
I know.
over.
I would. That was my plan for today. But you know what? I can give my general like outlook on the series, what I think of it so far. Because honestly, it's fucking promising. I mean, I read it and like the pig was a chainsaw or.
No, what do you mean promising? What do you mean promising? This is solid good shit.
Is it?
I
I
don't know what you're
mean,
talking
from
about.
what I'm reading
Promising
like so
isn't a
far.
bad thing. He hasn't read that far though.
Well,
Yeah,
look,
no.
I know. The thing is, promising to me sounds like something like it's a good concept, but it's not quite there yet.
It's
And
probably
I'm
yeah.
like,
I'm gonna need some time to like fully get into it. But when I say promising, I kind of think like this is something I can read. It has potential, but I just haven't gotten that far. But holy shit! I mean, like what I've read of
Wait.
that so far.
How many chapters back are you?
Is that how far back?
Dude, you tired, man. What the hell? Holy shit, you're so fucking behind.
I really
I don't
am.
even remember what toast. Wait, I'm so
What?
confused right now.
He pulled
Yeah,
cinnamon
I
and
know what
like.
he's talking about. That's so behind. Holy
Wait,
shit.
I need to like chapter 5, right?
I mean, it's chapter 5, chapter
The way
6.
to feel breasts. Yeah, that's chapter
Yeah,
5,
he just
right?
has a new motive. He wants to feel breasts. I shouldn't.
Oh yeah.
That sounds weird.
Wait, are you telling me you're still in chapter 5?
Chapter 6, yeah, pretty much. But
Holy sh... Okay, I take that back. I understand why you said it has promise. Because you haven't read shit.
I mean, apparently, yeah, from what you're telling me.
Honestly, I fell in love with it after like a
Dude,
few chapters.
We're about to
so-
hit chapter 50 in...
Ooh.
We're on chapter
20 hours.
50.
No, well, we're in chapter 49.
No, chapter 50 is out.
But okay, wait. What app are you using? I use the Shonen Jump app.
I use manga a lot.
I use Super Manga, the illegal torrent manga
Right.
streaming.
Right.
I don't know.
You
I don't know.
can't catch up. Pirated memes. What kind of fan are you?
I'm sorry, man.
Imagine being a webtoon creator and just like looking at pirated stuff.
Okay, so I've been
I'm
using.
here like, hell yeah, my people. I'm gonna meet them, and this is what I'm greeted to. With?
Listen, man, I've had to change over apps many times. Shonen Jump app is weird on my phone, and I just can't open some apps and everything. So I had to resort to using it, and that's how I'm gonna catch up. I gotta catch up on my One Piece and shit. Speaking of, at least we're caught up on One Piece, right?
I mean, I am. I think I'm only like one chapter behind, maybe, because I was kind of busy
Okay,
this
all right,
week.
fair enough. But
That's not it. That's not a big deal.
yeah, no, I mean,
Like you and your 45 chapters behind.
okay, no, 45 chapters. That's not bad. Like, if we were,
No, that is bad.
Man,
That
that is super bad. Dude,
so
it's like
bad.
the amount of shit that's gone down in Chainsaw Man, my heart is like so
Like
torn
the
right
fight
now.
right now, like
So
it's
hyped.
gone way too crazy,
It's
chief.
such a fucking hype fight, man. Oh shit. Oh,
so I mean, okay, so if you were to convince me to carry on going with this series, because I still have my sort of reserves. I'm pretty hard when it comes to manga. It's kind of hard to convince me to carry on reading something.
The webtoon guy.
Who?
He doesn't even really read webtoon, to be fair, right? So like,
I do. I do.
I mean, I don't read webtoons either. I was listen. I got into webtoons reading what's it called, Days with Hannah. That's the only shit I ever read in webtoons. I don't.
I briefly heard of that. A Days in Hannah or something.
Days of Hannah, something
Days
like
of
that.
Hannah.
Yeah, I forgot. I think I just saw an ad. I found it cute, and I was like, fine, I'll read it. And I read it. I was done with it. Then I read this dude's Last Eden when he asked me to check it out. I'm like, okay, I'll
you
check
said
it out.
Last Eden.
Wait,
It's
Lost Eden?
Lost
Eden?
Eden. It's
Lost
probably
Eden,
it's
yes.
accent,
I thought you were
man.
just making a
Same
joke.
I'm sorry.
It's-
It's bad.
It's okay. The characters are irredeemable anyway.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're all
sure, but yeah. But yeah, One Piece. Wait, Prince, how far are you with One Piece? Are you caught with the anime or manga? What are you caught up with? That's the gray area.
The thing is, my relationship with One Piece at this point, right? It's like, I went pretty far in the Land of Wano arc in the anime.
Oh yeah.
'Cause I don't read the
Oh.
manga, right?
Oh.
And then I'm like,
Oh no.
yeah.
This
So
guy's
like,
trash.
and then they went to the Stampede side story. I'm like, oh, I'll watch an episode. You know what? Let me stop. I'm done with this. The hype just got like
I feel that way.
detracted so easily from me.
Listen,
And
I
honestly,
Mhm.
it's not. I don't think One Piece is like worth reading at this point.
that's the absolute
that
freaking opposite, man. That I wanted to talk about this so much.
yeah, go
because
ahead.
of how listen, man, I'm telling you. So I've been reading the manga. I've been up to date with the manga. I read
Uh-huh.
it weekly, and I'm so in love with the manga. I love it so very much.
Mhm.
I
Talk
quit
about the
watching
manga.
and I quit. No, this is an important thing. Is that I moved. I stopped watching the anime Once they got to a little bit before the Reverie arc,
Right.
Revelry, whatever it's called.
Yeah, Reverie.
Yeah. So I stopped reading that. I mean, watching that, and I went to read the manga, purely because when it was when they were at Whole Cake Island, I decided, you know what, I'm not gonna wait for the next episode. I'm gonna read the manga. So I started to
Mhm.
do both, and then I stuck to the manga. When I got back to watching the anime, I just skipped the Reverie anime part of the anime. I watched a few episodes of the Wano arc, and it was alright.
Mhm.
But once they introduced the guy with the lion in his stomach,
Oh yeah, yeah. That was
um, I,
somebody junior. It was like Edward Newgate Junior or something.
I no, that's not him.
Wait,
No.
that guy,
Yeah, it's the guy.
the fake kid, the fake
No,
love
no,
child.
Oh, is it
no,
not him?
that fucker.
Oh, sure, no, 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 no. He was the guy riding the elephant or whatever it was. There was another guy. There was another guy with the tiger belt. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about now. Okay.
Are you talking about the
No,
guy
no,
that
no.
was next to
I'm talking about the
Marco?
guy. I'm talking about the guy that kidnaps the girl.
Oh
that
yeah,
makes
yeah, yeah. The
dumplings out
mochi
of her
girl. The
cheeks.
mochi girl.
Yes, that one, that one.
Yeah.
So you know the guy that kidnaps her with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
lion in his
yeah, yeah, yeah,
stomach
I
that
get-
rebels.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Was it
So
that
what
same?
happened is that
Sorry, yeah. What was that same? Was that the same encounter with Sanji and he turned into that Power Ranger uniform? Whatever.
no. That's way back.
Oh.
That Sanji part is way ahead. No, we're shit. It's after the sumo fight.
Hmm.
The guy Luffy destroys the guy's home, by throwing the fat dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Or whatever. The sumo. Yeah. After that, the point is that in the manga, I found it just fine. I found that scene really interesting.
Hmm.
But then when I picked that up in the anime and I saw that scene, I that was all the shit of One Piece
Oh.
anime combined. That was all of it. It was super freaking dragged out. The scene was really retarded. It felt so
Mhm.
childish, the exchanges that they had, and it was just repetition and repetition. And I'm like, holy shit! I forgot this is what the One Piece anime is like. And then
Yeah,
what I
it's,
did is that I said, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I said,
That's cool.
okay, I'm gonna pull out the manga and gonna watch the anime at the same time. So I
Mhm.
was reading through the manga while watching that scene, and I was like, wow, this thing is done like 8 pages, and here they've extended that to like 6 minutes, and they add so much shit that was not in the manga.
Yeah, that's a
Like, the
common
laughing alone.
problem. Yeah, no, yeah, there's a common problem
Yeah.
with anime. Like they take a few panels, but they have to drag it out. Those panels could just be like a bit of dialogue or just like a couple actions. But obviously, they need to pan that shit out. More episodes, more padding. It makes everything so stilted. That's why I dislike the One Piece anime up until recently, right? Up until
Yeah.
recently, when there was a new guy who came on. He's the same guy who did the Dragon Ball movie. I forget what his name is. He does the liner and some of the key animation for it, and I swear to God, some of the
Yeah.
pacing got so much. The art style got so much better, right? Everything just
It
got.
was-
The art style alone is
Exactly.
why I decided to watch it again.
Exactly. That's same here. Freaking same here. But then it went to shit at that particular scene.
But then you
It
realize
went
that
to
it's
shit.
One Piece, and they decide to ruin it in the
Exactly.
end.
It was going so well until then. Until then.
Oh my God, yeah, no, that's my problem with Toei. They piss me off sometimes with like their
Brief
potential.
question.
Yeah.
Brief
Bait and
question.
switch.
So like, you know the new Stampede movie that's gonna come out, right?
It
No.
already came out.
It already came out.
Yeah, I got the freaking. I remember it played in my theater. I didn't get to watch it because I was working that day. But I got this really fucking awesome what's it called, like poster card thing of the movie. It's really nice art. by
How
the way.
was it? Because like I didn't know even
Oh,
it
yes.
came out. So.
Well, like I said, I did not get to watch it yet. Yeah.
Ferris, did you watch it?
No, I did not actually. I didn't know this movie came out. I didn't know this movie came out whatsoever. I didn't.
It was really. I remember it's like, oh, it's like the guy that's on part of the Pirate King or something. Like, oh, I
Really?
see.
I just saw.
Oh.
I saw.
Oh.
I see a
Sorry
comment.
about that.
I see a comment. I don't know. Are you a furry?
I read it and I ignored it. Right? That's
I
the
was-
thing.
It was.
Why did
annoying.
you
Just like-
acknowledge it?
Holy fucking shit, yo, Ferris.
What?
Dude.
I know it's
I
Ferris.
just checked
Okay.
out- I just wait. Is that your name, Ferris?
Yeah.
Okay. I just checked out your channel. I'm like, holy shit, he
Yeah.
drew me. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, it's right there. I'm surprised you didn't. I'm surprised you didn't see it. I
No,
was right there.
No, this whole time I haven't checked it out till now. Holy shit, that's nice.
No
It
worries.
actually looks quite like it as well. So.
I know. Then you got Prince, his bitch ass looking at the side. You know.
Yeah, he's just logging.
But
Just judging you.
now
you
they're
know,
just now
not
they're
looking too much.
now they're spamming furry. I'm scared. Let's carry on with the One Piece.
Let's not mention furries, please. The people, my fans, if I can call them that. Just kidding.
Your
they
fans,
call me
that's
a furry
the-
all the time.
What do you draw? What do you do?
I don't draw furries for shit. I think I mentioned something before, and they've been haunting me ever since.
Oh my god.
This is why you
I
gotta be
love it,
careful
but I
what
love
you
it. It's
say.
hilarious. But still, fucking hell.
Yeah, and I
What
try.
was the furry?
I don't get involved with furry shit. None of that. I don't wanna go anywhere near that. That's a trouble subject.
I mean, okay, I can see why they're calling me a furry, cause bro, no, I'm not gonna go there. Not now.
You
Whoa,
can
whoa,
understand why. So
whoa.
you might as well
You might as well
emphasize.
just say it.
Listen. If there's any sort of furry shit that I appreciate, is artists like Dives art, cause that's not your typical like fur shit. That's just different.
Dives.
Cause you know, like
Dives. I'm trying to remember who Dives
the
was.
dude makes degenerate. He makes degenerate Pokemon artwork.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I see it on Twitter occasionally.
He's freaking amazing. I love him.
Okay, no, it's the Pokemon stuff. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
and that's why you
Well,
get cloud.
Well, not particularly that. I mean, like, what's it called? Shit. Because, you know, there are two types of freaking furries. The ones that do those really realistic, close to animals, mixed with human things. That's
Oh yeah,
really disturbing. And then you got, like, the really cartoony shit. I don't mind the cartoony shit. Because, hey, we watch cartoons all our fucking
Mhm.
lives. And animals have been part of cartoons this whole time. So that's not... I don't mind furries that are, like, really cartoony.
Right, yeah. I guess anthropomorphized animals. I think that's what they call it. Where they have
Yeah.
like humanish features and everything. And
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like that kind of shit.
I
It's
mean,
just like
you
candy.
say
It's
that, but
candy.
then like Beastars, bro.
I haven't
Beastars,
checked out Beastars. I'm not gonna
Beastars?
lie. Yeah, it's a new like animal anime. I mean, I don't know I don't know what the
yeah.
premise is whatsoever. Yeah, but I mean.
I will explain it, right?
Okay, go ahead. Okay, all right.
Ugh. Whew. All right. Essentially, Beastars is about an animal society and the conflicts between carnivores and herbivores, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we got our titular character Legacy, a gray wolf, right? You just say dystopia or utopia?
Zootopia.
Oh, it actually is. There's so much like it. It's ridiculous, but it's way better. Like
Oh.
it's like there's a certain type of I didn't when I first like watched it, right? I'm like, oh, this is nice. But when I read it, it was like I'm already almost caught up with it, right?
Mm.
But like the arcs progressively, like the way they like stack up, and like I don't know how to describe it. It's like transition, like in Hunter x Hunter, where it's like it's natural. Or Doctor
Okay.
Stone.
I mean, the way
Or they
Hunter x Hunter
play.
does it, right? They always foreshadow that arc, and then they seamlessly transition into it without you ever realizing.
All
Oh,
right.
it's,
I
it goes
guess
from-
it's not like
Yeah.
in the foreshadowing department. It's like, I can see why the next thing happens, and I like it. And all the
Mhm.
characters are very realistic and complex,
right.
and the writing is just very good overall.
What is the actual
Mhm.
premise of Beastars? Cause like I'm a bit confused.
I'm just thinking.
Because like, all right, I'll explain like the first arc, right? The first arc ends up going to a point where it's like, oh, it's basically Legosi trying to like figure out how to live as like a carnivore, and
Oh.
at the same time,
Zootopia the anime.
Lamau. But like he also tries to find a murderer that ate a carnivore. I mean a herbivore.
Oh.
A carnivore ate a herbivore
So
in the
is,
drama
is
club.
he gonna go like on like whatever that Fox type mode where he goes like where he goes feral and he actually kills
Mm.
people?
The thing is, they call it predation, right? Like when a carnivore like kills or like eats a herbivore.
Mm-hmm.
But like it's interesting because there's like this black market area called the back alley market, right? And it's like an area where carnivores like there's like an underground trade of like, oh, this is like deer meat and like rabbit's
Oh,
feet
damn.
and stuff like that, and like blood bone drugs and whatever. And it's like you can use this stuff for like doping, like steroids. and such.
Doping.
So Zootopia.
Yeah, exactly. Part of it is like Zootopia. I'm not denying it, but it's still an interesting premise. Like I don't think that my explanation can do it justice. All I can say is I suggest you read it and watch it. Right?
From what I've seen of it, I assumed that it was just some like a slice of life in the office, a
No.
Gretzky type
Oh.
shit.
How would
I
you
didn't-
wait? When you say slice of life, what do you mean by that exactly? Like,
I mean,
Well,
I
you
saw
know,
a lot
like,
of dancing,
characters
really.
just living their lives and shit and working.
I mean,
and
yes, it's
stuff.
slice of life, but it's not like slice of life casual, right? Where it's like
Mhm.
it's not a casual slice of life. It's like, hey, this is a life. Like, this is our life. It's shit, and we have to accept it, and we have to deal with it.
Yeah, no, I could have sworn there was like a bit of, like dance elements to it from what I've seen. Like I've seen some of the animals dancing and everything on.
That's the opening, probably, right? Or like,
Oh, is that just the opening?
are you referring to the
No,
opening? or, like-
I just see people like dancing and everything, and I'm just thinking to myself, oh, does it have like element of like a theater or like performance or something? These are
I
performance
mean,
animals.
there is like the Legacy's like in the drama club, right? Like the main character,
Right.
and like a member of the drama club dies.
Oh,
and,
okay.
you know,
That's real
like,
drama.
Yeah. So interesting, right? Interesting. There's
Hmm.
this like term, right, called like the B star, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Where it's like they're just like the president, basically, in a sense, right? But not really, because it's not like a government like where it's like, hey, they're like, think of the B star as like the ultimate politician, in a
Mm.
sense.
Oh shit. You're making
like-
it sound actually pretty hype. I'm not gonna lie.
I know,
Yeah,
like
but
I'm getting
because
into
they're
this.
the ultimate politician, but they can choose how they go about it, right?
Ultimate
Like the current
politician.
B star, right? He doesn't
Mhm.
really show himself. He
Classic.
just deals with like he's essentially like deals with the back alley market, and he in of itself is a problematic character.
Mm-hmm.
Like you wouldn't expect it from the B star, but at the same time it's like, oh, what is this moral dilemma I'm seeing right now? You're the B star, this makes sense. But like Legacy, he's not gonna stand by this. You know what I'm saying? Like-
all right. I see you. Okay, I can. I don't know the way you phrased it. It sounded a lot more like drama centric. It sounded a bit more.
Yeah.
It's pretty drama. Like there's like it starts out like simply romance, but at the same time it's like politics and like favoritism with like interspecies marriage and then purebred marriages. Because
I
fun
like me
fact,
some
right?
politics.
Because like yeah, exactly. Because fun fact, right? I don't know why I said fun fact, but like in this world, right? If you marry someone of the same species, you
Right.
can get a lot of money from that in of itself, and then having kids with that same species.
Oh, so like they don't like.
But like,
kinda
there's a lot of controversies, although it's widely accepted. Like, it's kind of like our age,
Yeah.
right? Where it's
Yeah.
like, I don't want to say it's the equivalent of like LGBT like marriages, because
Yeah.
they're all like, it's all like, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
in a
yeah.
sense where it's like, how should I put it? It's like,
It's
hey,
an
we
era
accept this,
transition.
but like this is still like, because there's even like in the latest arc, right? There is a result, like a character that is the result of an interspecies marriage.
Uh huh.
And I'm not gonna say anything about him, right? But like, you can understand a part of the reason why it's pretty controversial.
I guess
do you
they
want me to
kind of mixed
describe what the
race.
character is?
That's
You want-
interesting.
Do you want me to say what the species mix he is?
Sure.
Mm.
If it's a dog and a cat,
Alright.
so good.
He
Dog.
basically they are a gazelle and a leopard.
Oh
That-
wow.
Oh, that's actually pretty. Oh. that's
So
pretty
like
interesting.
What would that look
essentially,
like?
no, because like they are literally the body of a gazelle, right?
Mhm.
But over time, the character grows spots in his body, and he tattoos this over the spots so no one sees his carnivore side.
Oh.
Yo,
And he
wait,
wears
I
a
think
face
you
mask. It's
just
still
shut up.
defining his character design. It's amazing.
Damn.
That's
At this point, just shut up. I want to watch the rest of it myself now. Now I'm like, this is
I
like
This is
So
like
anime,
pretty far in the
but I'm
manga.
like-
It's nowhere near
Yeah.
being animated. though.
Oh.
Yo, in that case, I'll read the manga. I'll watch
Yeah.
the anime, then read the manga.
That seems pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know it had that kind of politics in it.
Yeah, at this rate, I just want to like going as blind as possible.
So you want me to just stop talking? Because I have like
Exactly.
one more thing I want to say. And
You know what? I mean, depends how spoiler.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not a spoiler. It's more like a characteristic.
Right.
Go for
Okay.
So another thing with him. All right, there's actually two characteristics. One, he lives life. Because of the face mask, right? Everyone
Mhm.
sees him as a herbivore, right?
Hmm.
But like, he carries the instinct of fearing carnivores,
Yeah.
Huh.
like the instinctual fear of like fearing them, but also having the murderous instinct of like I want to kill herbivores, but I don't want to eat them.
Hmm.
And anything he eats just tastes like sand to him.
So it's
quote
like
unquote. There's no flavor.
it's like a ghoul. from
Tokyo Ghoul?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tokyo
I thought
Ghoul.
it
Yeah,
was
but
Shit.
except like they can at least like taste like what they eat, right? He's even committed predation, like eating animals just to see if he could taste something. He can't.
Oh.
That's sad.
That's,
His only goal is to understand what flavor is, like something that is delicious or whatever.
Hmm. I don't know. That feels
Hmm.
like. Wait, is that something that's established about him early on, or is that
Yeah,
something that comes?
it's not like a hidden fact or anything.
right.
Okay, yeah, because if it's one of those things like one like figures out like, huh, there's something off about his character, and then you're like, oh, so that's what's happening with
No,
him.
no, 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 no.
Like
That's pretty.
'cause
That's
it's
pretty
just a moment
spoiler
like that, I'm-
territory.
Yeah, because I like those kind of things, you know. That's why I tend to try to go into shit blind.
Mm.
Like two shows that I went 100% blind in was Promised Neverland and Made in Abyss,
Ooh.
and that's why they were like my favorite anime.
I
Like
mean,
you're hyped about this Malone stuff, but like the first arc, I'm telling you, by the time you finish reading it, you'll forget everything I said, and then when you read, I'm like, I remember this. Wait, he
Yeah,
said this.
yeah.
Oh, so it's like really cleverly, I guess, plotted out.
Yes,
then.
it's one of those like deep in stuff where it's like you even if you're spoiled, you're so immersed where it's like, oh my god, what happened? What's been happening, sir?
Okay. Okay.
It's that good.
All right. I get it. Prince, you sold me. Congratulations.
So
You did
so
well.
shut up, move on. No more spoilers necessary, please.
Alright, we'll move on from Beastars because you piqued my interest. You piqued both of our interests.
Right.
Okay, so moving on to that, games. What have you? I mean, I don't personally play much games because I don't own a. I mean, I have PS4. I don't play much games on PS4. But what have you been playing, Grom? I'm gonna call you Grom.
Well then, so I'm a PC/Switch guy, and
I envy you.
I have I have not touched my Switch past the Pokemon. Basically, I haven't touched my Switch prior to Pokemon. I haven't touched it since after Pokemon. I actually still gotta go back into it because I haven't played the post game content yet.
Okay. And we're
but
talking Sword and
yeah.
Shield, right? None of this Let's Go Pikachu type
Yeah,
shit.
Sword and
yeah.
Shield, of course. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So then past that, I then decided to I got Dark Souls, man. I gotta beat Dark Souls
Ooh,
3.
Dark
I gotta
Souls.
beat Nier Automata.
Ooh,
And
okay, alright.
and the thing is, I got Call of Duty Modern Warfare recently, and I got it on launch day, and I hate myself because I'm just putting all my effort into unlocking the gold camos for pistols and
Mhm.
shields. I already got the shield camos, the golden one.
Oh.
And I'm going to the pistols next.
How
I'm
long-
almost done with the pistol.
How long does that take though? Because I mean, like I remember those kind of like unlockables taking ages, a good week or so trying to get those unlockables back in Modern Warfare 3.
Well, I think it can be quick. Depends on how you apply yourself and how good you are. I
Right.
don't consider myself good, but I don't know. It's because you got challenges to do, right? You got to do
Mhm.
some annoying challenges. And once you do those, it's fine. Pistol challenges, I found them pretty easy to do. But what makes it particularly easy is playing hardcore. I exclusively play hardcore, anyways. But basically, hardcore means that the time to kill is a lot faster,
Right.
like a lot faster, and so that makes it really easy to get kills in general. Yeah.
Oh wait, how does that? Wait, so you have a shorter time limit to kill someone, or?
Well, TTK, I believe it's how fast do you kill someone? Like how many shots it takes to kill
Oh,
someone.
okay.
It's like instead of taking 6 bullets to kill someone, it takes 3.
Okay, all right, I get what you
Yeah.
mean. And then yeah, I assume you
Yeah.
just rack up more points like that and everything.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's kind of like risk and reward because you're risking other people freaking demolishing you. But if you're good enough, you can demolish others.
Okay, all right. I mean,
So-
oh, man, I just remember Call of Duty being so fucking toxic whenever I went online on it. There would be like people camping around corners and shit. People,
Oh,
they,
yeah.
they'd be, oh my god, I just.
Yeah.
A specific moment, at any time I'd come around the corner on Modern Warfare 3, specifically, they had corners that you could just comfortably hide in. Nobody would see you, and they come out and shoot you. I've lost everything. My team is down, and I'm fucking done. I've lost it for our team. I hate that too many times. I couldn't get to Call of Duty back
Right.
after that, and I've been hearing so much shit about Call of Duty as well recently.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I personally don't find it that bad.
Mhm.
You can get some really asshole people out there and some jerks, but that only makes it so that when you find the gem people,
Yeah.
it's always a treat. That's how I see it when playing multiplayer games and shit. Is that you meet shit people, okay, but that means that when you meet someone good, it's just such a nice moment.
It's like you finally
Yeah.
found a worthy opponent.
Yeah, well, this was this one guy when I was in the shield challenges. This one guy and I had these constant standoffs
Mhm.
where he was trying to beat me when I was using the shield, and then we just had these really funny exchanges. In the end, we just added each other and we just laughed about it and moved on. It was
Holy
really
shit.
wholesome.
You're gonna have act. Oh my god, throwing axes and shit.
Yeah, it was fun. I've had several moments like that, but here's the thing. Now I'm trying to stay away from COD.
Oh really?
Yeah, cause dude, during this Black Friday shit, I got myself BioShock 1, BioShock 2, BioShock 3. I got myself The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. I
Ooh,
got
I have that
myself
too, actually.
Sekiro and Dark Souls 2. So I got
Fucking hell,
myself
your
a
time
crap
is
ton of games.
gone. Your time is gone.
Exactly. I have no time. Now I don't know what to do with my time. I just got a bunch of games that I heard are good. And now I
can't-
want to play them all,
my
but I don't
God.
have time.
I'd be too scared if I had that many games to play. Oh my god, I get no
My
work done whatsoever.
My solution to that is to try to stream it, and what I want to do is just stream these games, and that way I dedicate myself to playing them at least a little bit at a time,
Mhm.
and I get something out of it. Hopefully, people even watch that shit. I'm streaming Dark Souls now, but I'm gonna try having Dark Souls near streams, Monster Hunter streams, and I'm still on. I'm wondering what I'll do next, but definitely I'm gonna have Smash Brothers Thursdays like I've been doing for the past year or so.
Okay, so
So we
you
ever do like highlight stuff?
Sorry.
Because like because a lot of them are like 1 hour plus. Will you ever
Yeah.
do like highlight stuff so I can just like?
I've
Honestly, I'd
actually-
rather like just see a little bit short stuff so I can like start out. You know what I'm saying?
Was absolutely considering that to do the highlight stuff. The things I feel like honestly, streaming itself, I feel like it's all overdone.
Mhm.
The only reason I'm doing this for the most part is because I'm trying to build something of a fan base so that I
Right.
can promote myself for when I start doing my story, which is now
Oh,
basically
yeah.
now that I found the time, I managed to kill my hours at work to 2 days a week.
Oh, nice.
I killed my hours so hard just so that once I was done with this semester of college, that I could put all my time into art. And that's
Yeah.
exactly what's gonna happen. And now this week I'm gonna do some of that, whatever. I just gotta do like a final test or some shit. Sorry about that.
So,
Final test, and that's it. Then I'm gonna just dedicate myself to art and stream. I plan on streaming like an hour and a half a day,
ooh.
and the rest of my time is all art.
Oh,
That's the plan.
hey, all right, that's actually a much better way of managing it than me. That's better than
Yeah.
me. Holy shit.
Yeah, that way I do
Look at you,
art and I
Ferris.
play my games and I keep my fan base alive.
Oh
It's-
my
it's a
God,
win,
yeah.
win, win.
That's what I do with these podcasts as well. That I'm also trying to get like that kind of fan base as well. I plug myself as much as I can. Speaking of plugging, I plugged your shit in the comments as well. Go into the comments. Yeah, I plugged the
Really?
social. Yeah, Twitter, Instagram, as well as your channel. So if you want to go see any of his past streams, which I certainly have, go check out his channel down there. Don't slack on him. I'll kill you all.
No one's
I'd
afraid of your
appreciate that very
threats.
much.
Listen, man, I got I'll bring in Toko, then he'll start giving sexual threats, and then it'll just get weird.
Oh fuck yeah.
Wait, why did you
At work, at work, I'm an absolute fucking degenerate. My friends like I feel like they have a love-hate thing with me because I'm such a fucking idiot.
Jesus,
The
Christ,
sex
what do you
jokes
do?
are insane.
Oh my lord!
It's like, it's all about fucking dick talking shit. It's terrible. It's really bad. I feel bad for them. Sometimes I'm like, yo, listen, man. If I'm too much, just tell me. I will try toning myself down. 5 minutes later, I'm talking about I had my balls touched. So
What? Alright, yeah. Just
Hey,
drop
yo.
a bombshell like that and not
Guys,
tell me which
walking
highlight
up-
it was in.
Walking up to your
This is why
coworkers,
highlights
guys.
should exist.
I had my ass touched today. They're just trying to serve popcorn and shit.
I'm just such a fucking piece of shit when it comes to that kind of shit, man. I'm insufferable, man.
Oh, that that kind of I can't
hate
keep
when-
up that kind of conversation. I can't drop shit like that anymore, at least, because I used to also. I mean, I used to always try to like freak people out with my kind of humor. Then people start getting
I
pissed
mean,
off
you
at
still-
No,
me.
yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I managed to somehow balance being like a and then being a fucking tard most of the time.
Yeah.
Because I'm toxic, man. IRL at least I'm more toxic IRL than anything else. Then I'm just depressed half the other time.
Oh, oh,
But who
nice.
isn't these days?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Oh shit! What was the last topic? The last topic? No, the last topic was games, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh shit! What time is it? Oh, oh,
We
it's
got
not-
we got at least 15 more minutes before an hour passes, so
Yeah, yeah,
we can
definitely.
talk about anything.
Hmm. Yeah.
Well then,
Prince, you've
I think-
been sorry.
no,
Prince,
no, go on.
you've been working on something, right? I would you be quickly. We've both been working on something on the side. What about you, Prince? I know you've been talking about something, so you might as well spill it. Spill it, boy.
Oh, you want to talk about it right now then?
Yeah, go ahead. Actually, no, wait. We gotta talk about the go to high school thing, not the other thing. That shit's.
I was about to say. Like, all right. I think I referred to it before, right? But like, Ferris, I still don't have the mic. I still don't have it.
You
Fuck, I
told
feel like I should have been paying attention to past podcasts because I have not. I've been too busy.
No, it was like I think I mentioned it very briefly if I ever did.
Yeah, nah.
Well, actually, no, it was a deleted video, so it's fine. It's like
Which
I'm
one was
working
that?
on
Oh, it was the only one we
chill art
deleted.
stream.
Yeah, it was ours.
No, the chill art stream.
Yeah, it was during the art stream when I was doing a lo-fi Ryu.
Yeah. So like I've been working on, or at least I was working on until I get the mic, right?
Right.
Got a high school video for the first arc, particularly, right? Just in homage of the Crunchyroll X webtoon thing, which probably is, if we're talking about relevance, it's probably not even relevant anymore. But like,
Did it flop?
No.
no, I'm not. I'm just saying, like, I doubt people talk about it anymore. 'Cause,
It's
like,
yeah, I
haven't
think I remember you mentioning that, like something about like what that webtoons and Crunchyroll are partnering to like turn.
Oh,
webtoons
yeah,
into
yeah.
anime.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was that it?
yeah.
That sounds cool. Yeah, that's the thing that's making me consider like if I make a series to drop it on webtoons, I'd need help though figuring out how to do that shit. To be honest though.
What do you mean?
In
How
terms
do
of
you do it, like webtoon?
I might do. That's the thing that I'm like still deciding where how I want to format my story. Where do I want to tell it?
I'll
At
tell
least
you
the
now.
Gromski
I mean,
story.
Webtoon is on the rise right now. That's what I'm thinking. Webtoon is constantly always up in its game with the recent Crunchyroll thing. It's got a pretty large fan base. Breaking into that fan base it's a little hard. The way Webtoon is optimized. You can't really create an intimate fan base. People just come in, watch your shit, and then dip. It's hard to like bring in a
Yeah.
good. It's hard to bring in a good connected like a community, and then there's like another there's another one called Tapastic where it's easier to create a community, but I don't think it's not as noticed as how Webtoon is. Webtoon is on like that mainstream shit now. Antipastic is more like a homely sort of. Oh, we have a community here. We're small, but you know, we post our comics.
So
and
like
stuff.
webtoons like Apple and like Tapas is like Samsung.
I guess. Now Tapas is more like Hawaii or something low key.
What's Hawaii?
Motorola or
Heck's a
some
Hawaii?
shit. You guys don't know.
Motorola, I know that. I know what I want to Motorola is, but what the fuck's a Hawaii?
I don't know if
Oh,
I'm saying.
Motorola? That's a thing? That's crazy.
It's a Chinese phone brand. It's I mean the Hawaii actually has been getting. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. People don't pronounce it Huawei or something, but like Hawaii get a lot of like flack if you buy their phones because Chinese government are always spying in on your shit. But I mean we don't talk about that because they could be spying us right now. So let's move on
You
from
didn't
that.
have to say that, right? Like, you could have. We didn't even have to talk about Hawaii. We were talking about the video, and now we just.
Yeah, this is what we've been talking about, Ferris. We've been talking about not fucking getting sidetracked.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Exactly, bro.
Actually, you know
Should
what?
I-
I feel like in this stream, we avoided a lot of getting sidetracked, but we burned through topics way too fast. This
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I mean, we were going through One Piece and then we get distracted quite a bit.
I think we would have talked a lot more about Chainsaw Man if you'd have fucking cleared up.
I know, I know,
I
I
think
know,
that's the issue.
I know.
I think that because all we did was talk about how nobody's reading, how you're reading Chainsaw Man, and we moved on. That's what happened.
Yeah, no, I was gonna give I'm like my overall thoughts on it. I was saying it was promising. I don't know too much about it. I mean, what I've read from it, it seems nice, but it's hard for me to get into the manga, and but I mean, Chainsaw Man's a bit weird, man. I like how it's written and everything. I like how he's like a little feral boy, like he has a pig
Yeah.
throwing out and everything. But I mean, past that, it's hard for me to sort of get into it. All I know is his current mission is to touch the boobs.
Wait, do you just say a pig for a
Yes.
heart just now?
I don't know whatever that thing is.
It's a dog.
Dog, you tart.
It looks
It's a
it looks
dog.
like a pig to me.
No.
What
special breed,
what
bro.
dog
Yeah.
looks like that, man? Tell me what dog looks like
Dude,
that.
that it clearly looks like a pug or something, like a
It
oversized
literally,
Nah.
He's literally called Poochie or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
Poochie.
Puchita.
Yeah.
I thought it
love
was
that
a
dog.
weird pig thing. Whatever animal it is, it had a chainsaw on
it
its
had a
thing.
dog snout, Ferris.
Yes,
But I mean,
yes.
like I like its
And
I like.
the ears alone.
I don't remember too much about it. It had a weird face. It was an oval weird shape. But I mean, like I like their little connection. He's like, tell me more of your dreams. Like he was some storyteller, and that's why he fused with him. And then he goes fucking sicko mode every time he turns on the chainsaws. But also, his blood, his blood runs out. His blood just pours out every time he turns into that mode, which is why he's restricted. Which is why he axed the guy who was being like possessed or something. And for him showing mercy, his co-worker got pissed off at him, and now he's living with his co-worker, and he's just slowly. I feel like this guy, he's gonna get more and more pissed off, and he's just gonna burst one day because he just gets.
I-
so
Are you
angry.
talking about Denji?
Think
Yeah, no,
Denji.
he's talking about. Listen, I'm shit with names, but I just call him. I think of him as
He's black hair guy.
He-
I know.
he's stereotypical depressed.
Yeah,
guy
yeah,
with
yeah, there we
black
go.
hair That's a badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, him.
No, I love this guy. I love this guy though. He's a unique breed of stereotypical. You know what? He reminds me of this dude from Demon Slayer, the one that that one
Gyu.
that spares the what's that main character's name?
Oh, the guy that with the doctor or something.
What? No, the guy that the fucker that saves what's its name Tanjiro in the beginning in the very freaking
Tomioka?
first episode. Yeah, that guy.
Oh.
He's nothing like Tomioka.
Well, I don't know. I see depression. I see the eyes, and I see actually. Well,
I see
a
more
lot of
Gyu.
characters
I
are
see
like
more
that
of
in
Gyu in
Gromski,
him though.
Never mind. Yeah, no. Now I can see what you're talking with. That he's definitely not like Tomioka. Yeah. Tomioka is way too nice. This dude's this dude's an asshole, but I love him at the same time. He's not that much of an asshole. He's a
Okay,
what-
tell me at the
just
same
fucking
time.
read that.
See, we're restricting ourselves just because Ferris is a
Yeah,
woman.
exactly. Like, I'm
Okay,
trying
now
to
bring it
hold
back to me.
myself so
Hey,
much.
you know what? Let's talk about Brexit instead. Like
No,
what
no,
food
no,
do
no.
I-
Why? No.
Listen,
why?
listen. Next time, listen, have like fucking read that shit, and when you catch up, just make me a guest again, and make me.
Oh yeah, guest part 2.
Yeah, just guest fucking part 2, and where we talk about this freaking shit, cause it will be
And
so
read
freaking fun to talk
Beastars,
about.
both of you, please.
Oh well,
Or watch it.
Beastars,
I don't
I'll
know.
try. I'll
Yeah.
try. I'll try.
Yeah, Beastars, you've
Please.
definitely intrigued me with Beastars, not gonna lie, because what you told me was completely different from what my perception was. But you know,
Yeah,
I'm
so-
gonna give it a try, Prince. And if it's trash, I'm kicking you off.
I'm not worried because it's not trash. I have
Yeah.
refined taste.
Beastars is a CG anime, so I mean that's already what. That's kind of like a gate right there. That's the.
The thing is,
high
right?
wall.
You think, all right? Have you ever watched Ajin, right?
No.
No.
Damn it! All right. Just know that it's not a bad CG anime, right? I watched the anime first, and it was like perfectly fine. And then when I read the manga, the only benefit to the manga is like it shows more emotion, probably because
Mhm.
like CG can only do so much in terms of like depth
Whoa.
of emotion, I guess.
Listen, man, the one frigging anime that was absolutely gorgeous, amazing, beautiful. I did not mind the CG; it was amazing. Was this anime with the rock people?
Rock people.
Beastars is a freaking Zootopia ripoff, and the Rock People one is a ripoff of Steven Universe. Shit. Oh, fuck. I forgot
You
what it's
know,
called. I always forget
That's
what it's called. I'll look
incredibly
it up.
vague.
I gotta look it up. Hold up, because let me tell you, it's really freaking good.
Mhm.
Because I barely see shows that show so much change in the main character as this show. She ends at being a completely different person to who she starts as. I want to see where the anime goes,
Right.
but I might pick up the manga
There's gonna
wherever
be an
the hell I
anime?
can find it. It is an anime. I don't know where to read the manga though, and I'd love to read the manga because it's really freaking interesting. You essentially to summarize, it's an anime about the weakest type of gemstone trying to fight. She wants to fight like her comrades, whatever, but she doesn't get to fight because she's way too fragile. She breaks really freaking easily. I'm not saying who the enemies are, but eventually she breaks, and shit happens after that. So yeah, again, super freaking vague, but that's because again, I'm the kind of guy that prefers to have people watch things. What's it called? As blind as possible, because I think that's how
Right,
you get the
yeah.
most enjoyment out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's really freaking good. I'm gonna look up the name and I'm gonna tell you guys.
Would you say
trying to
it's an
recall what it
anime or
was.
manga where it's like, hey, even if you spoil me, it's so immersive that you forget?
Yes.
Like,
Nope. Absolutely not. It's because it's kind of short. It's very short. The
Mhm.
end of the season or whatever. It's every single thing that happens feels like kind of a spoiler maybe because of her character develops so fast and for very different reasons.
Mhm.
That everything kind of feels like a spoiler to say honestly. Like I said that she breaks, and just saying that I can't go anywhere past that because you're spoiling what how she works. And it's called
Mhm.
actually Land of the Lustrous.
Land of the Lustrous. That sounds like
let
a
me,
My
like,
Little Pony
make a
movie.
note of that real quick.
Sorry.
Oh,
Come
did
again?
you say it's a pony movie?
No, I said that sounded like a My Little Pony movie for a sec. That kind of title.
Now I'm less inclined to watch it.
Oh, what's it called? Nino Kuni or something?
Money?
It's something like Nino Kuni. I forgot where it was. I know I've seen reviews on this though.
No,
Apparently it's
not-
beautiful or something.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's Jose no Kuni.
That's it, Jose no Kuni. I don't know what Nino no Kuni is. I think that's a PS4 game.
Nino Kuni is something else. I know what it is, but
Jose no Kuni. Yeah, Jose no Kuni. Yeah.
What's
This is.
that?
but it's a gorgeous friggin' anime. Like,
What's Nino
seriously
no
beautiful.
Kuni?
I don't know.
Nino Kuni. It's Nino Kuni. I think it's the one with the chick with the pink hair, and that's I swear I think it's that one. The chick with the pink hair that murders.
It's
or
a PS.
something.
Yeah, it was a PS4 game.
Really?
Yeah.
Hold
Nino Kuni. It's a PS4 game. It looks like a. looks like
Oh shit! Oh shit! I'm way off. I'm way fucking off. Holy shit! This is not it at all.
When I heard pink hair, I was thinking, this is a bit wrong.
It's like, no, I'm way freaking off. That's how freaking bad I am with this shit. Holy shit,
I
way
remember
off.
this one. Yeah, no. Nino Kuni was like it was like Studio Ghibli, but like potentially like a 3D sort of plane and everything. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember a YouTuber talking about it a long time ago. But this is Hoseki no Kuni, and I also heard really good reviews about this, but I just never got around to it because I don't know. I just don't like CGI
Yeah.
anime.
No, exactly. That was me too. I think I watched Mother's Basement video. I saw a bit of it and I was convinced. I was like, wait a second, now I want to watch this. Then I watched the show myself and then I came back and I was like, wow, this is something else. I'm just a sucker for very beautiful anime. That's what I really when I watch anime. What I really look for are things that are.
Oh,
really
you're
freaking
talking about
gorgeous.
that? Oh, I've seen this on like Mude a lot. This Hosei no Kuni thing.
Oh, you see that role a lot. Oh, okay. But you know,
Yeah.
I've heard very good things about it. But I often get confused with another CG anime which did terrifically bad. Terrifically badly. It was so. No, it wasn't Berserk. No way can you get. Berserk is its own bullshit of an anime. I don't want to talk about it whatsoever. Though I hate it.
This is your boy. This is your anime chief.
Fucking hell, they destroyed Berserk for me. Anyways, that's not the point. I get Land of the Lustrous or Hoseki no Kuni confused with another super sparkly anime. Like they did so much like effects and colors and like so much confusing shit all at the same time that they completely broke it, which is why I thought I got this confused with that anime, and I was thinking this is disgusting. I'm
think
probably
I've
never
heard of
checking it
it.
out.
Yeah, I remember seeing a video about that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it
Something
was
similar.
yeah, exactly. It was just I mean, it took place in like a school or something, and they started throwing like chains and shit, and there were just colors everywhere, and you couldn't understand where the fuck everything was going. So that's why I kind of linked those two together. But Hoseki no Kuni, that's interesting as well. Beastars and Hoseki no Kuni.
Yeah. Well, like, yeah, totally check it out. It's, I can't praise it enough without spoiling it. It's absolutely amazing. Something that I was kind of disappointed though is that you know how animes tend to love to add sexualization on top of what the manga is. I'm like, I watched the show, and listen, man. I can be a freaking hentai shit. I'm fucking tired.
So what was that?
But I fucking hate. I actually hate anime that are deliberately meant to be perverted. I'm a guy that
More like
can,
High School DxD.
I do not like shit that's like that's meant to be pervert bait. I hate that shit.
So yeah, has
But
it High
this-
School of the
this show-
Dead?
High School of the Dead is the one and only fucking perv anime that I watched fully because I was genuinely interested in the plot. I'm not, I'm not
Interested,
doing the
huh?
meme. I'm not doing the meme. I'm not doing the meme. That's the one and only show where I actually watched it because the plot was genuinely freaking good to me. It's like I don't watch too much zombie shit, but I love what they were doing with zombies in that show. Is all I'm saying. I just hate the cliffhanger and the author died. And I'm like, fuck.
Oh, seriously?
Never, yeah, he died.
Oh.
I'm like never gonna get to know how it ends because the ending has such a so many cliffhangers. Fuck.
Yeah.
I got like a burp stuck in my throat.
Oh, ew. That sounds bad.
Now I'm kind of like left. How many episodes does High School of the Dead have?
I think it's like 12.
Yeah, and I haven't got to see it. All I know is the infamous boob scene. That's all I know from it. I'm thinking, I'm never looking at this. I can't take this seriously whatsoever.
All I remember is the girl that gets slapped by a guy immediately.
I mean, to be fair, the only reason I watched it is because it was my first anime. Back when I first found out what I knew what anime was, but I didn't have access to it. And then when I hopped in on YouTube and I bumped into it, and I watched all the pirated episodes from there. That's how I got into anime.
Right.
Then I watched Dokuro-chan and all that shit, and I just grew out of it immediately
okay.
after I got into like Naruto. But
Hey, hey, Naruto is shit, but hey.
it's shit, but I love it.
Oh, that's exactly how
It's
I feel.
good shit. It's good shit.
Okay. Oh shit, we went over the time. Anyways, any last words,
We went
Gromski,
longer.
my guy? I mean, no, we went longer because of the
Any
tournament
last?
thing.
Mm,
That
No, in
that was
general.
that was
But like,
padded
yeah.
out. That was padded out. I'm trying to work with like a 1 hour time slot now. We need to have this shit concentrated yet impactful.
right.
Yeah. So,
Well
anything else you
then,
want to say?
anything else I want to say? Well, guys, make sure to freaking get into my Instagram because I'm gonna be uploading a crap ton of art there. Especially character related shit.
Yeah,
I
that
have
can
like a
also that's
little
also linked
cute
down in the
comic thing.
description. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a cute comic thing that I want to finish up that has to do with one of my characters' hair because she gets confused with Hatsune Miku by people for some reason. I'm like, fuck.
I know
People call her
exactly which one
Hatsune
you're
Alright,
Miku.
talking
now I gotta
about.
Even
look
worse,
this.
even worse, they call her Jenny the Teenage Robot, and I flip
Oh
out
my
when that happens.
Jesus! I
So
mean,
I kind of like pushing that into my character and having her be the one that's pissed at people comparing her to those two because I never got into Vocaloid and I never watched Jenny, whatever it's Teenage Robot.
I
So
mean,
I'm like,
that's
damn it,
exactly
that's
what I
not
thought
even.
when I first saw it.
I just fucking love ponytails.
Yeah, I
And
understand immediately.
I'm just a big ponytail guy. I'm not ponytail. I'm pigtail guy. I love
Right.
pigtails. Whatever. I just find them really cute. I want to
They're
do like a
so
craftsman
big.
characters like that. Yes, they are. I love them.
This is an
Let's do it.
animatronic, right?
Yes, everybody's a robot. Even Gromski's supposed to be a robot.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
whole. The whole. I did not speak anything about the plot of what I want to do, but to summarize, Gromski's world is essentially a closed-in planet. It's an experiment done by humans.
Hmm.
Everybody's aware of it. It's not a secret. But essentially, robots are being limited to be like humans, so that humans and robots can coexist properly.
Right.
So they're having an experiment where how human can robots be, and how do we keep them from going rogue? Crime and all that
Ooh.
is allowed. Crime and all that is allowed because
Hmm.
that's a human thing to do. You can't what's it called? Have any stigma against robots for potentially being violent because humans do the same shit. So
Okay,
they're
so it's like
both
a weird like
judged by the same
racism
rules.
in it. It's like a weird
Yeah,
racism going on.
yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like it's an interest. I wanted to make it tolerant because like the whole racism thing between species is overdone to me.
Right.
So I wanna do it a little bit differently where things are pretty chill, but the everything will break out when it's like you got robots that are doing crime because they don't want to be limited like humans, but at the same time it's more like they want to have more privileges. They want to have their
Hmm.
robot privileges because robots do have lifespans. They can die and they cannot be they're not allowed to be rebooted. There's some part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like, if a robot dies, it dies. You cannot have a backup file or anything like that. That's not allowed
Hmm.
because they're supposed to be have they have to have limits like humans do.
Hmm.
They do live longer than humans. They're still stronger than humans, but they have certain limits to not exceed humans completely.
Okay. So they basically they're programmed to be exactly like humans. They
That's the thing. They're completely they're super randomized.
oh, that's pretty
They're
dangerous.
again like humans. We all have like base way of thinking. We all have like base morals that are like in our DNA. But so the robots are just the same. But you never know what's gonna turn up.
Hmm.
My Gromski, my character Gromski, his story in particular, because notice that if this were a series, Gromski he's just a spin-off.
Oh, okay, all
Um,
right.
Gromski would be considered a spin-off. There's another main character that I have for this world that has to do with the robot military and shit.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
Gromski's shit is that that would be the pilot comic that I would like to do,
Hmm.
is that he wants to look for a purpose in his life as a
Hmm.
robot. He had recently met with Akajo and Aojo, which are
Hmm.
the two female
Yeah,
characters.
yeah.
Their relationship is supposed to be more like sibling thing. There's nothing more to it.
Hmm.
But basically, his thing is that sorry, he applied for a program where he gets to experience memories of people of someone from the past that was the most similar to him.
Right.
And I Grams I and the person that he was assigned to. That's
Ah,
that's
okay.
that's why the that's where the YouTube
Oh,
tie-in
that's
goes in.
interesting.
Yeah, that's where the YouTube tie-in comes in. Is that you're actually seeing him talk about me, and he's
Oh.
like, "This guy was a fucking idiot." And I'm like, "But wait a second, he's kind of like me, so I can see that." And then the other two characters, they're kind of like an asshole to him for it and whatever.
Oh,
You're
I'm
like,
interested.
yeah, he's
Okay.
basically useless. Yeah,
That is
that's
like a self-insert, but a great self-insert.
I know, it's like breaking the fourth
concept.
wall. That's mad.
yeah. And I don't know about him. I'm as our and yeah, there's multi-universe shit going on or whatever, but let's just say that our
Oh.
universe is detached from that. The version of Gromski that's fuck, I need to listen. Let's just call him Tony. Let's just call myself Tony.
Tony.
So that's my name. I'm Anthony. So
Right, yeah.
the Tony from that universe, he does not know who he is. This takes place way in the fucking future. And the last gimmick of my show is that history has not exactly been erased, but the internet was stored kind of like in a bottle and was completely reset. So
Mhm.
all the internet that we have here has kind of been stored away in databases. So nobody knows about the internet culture and shit.
Right.
So what happens is that with time, every day that passes there is a day. It's like a day here. Everything's like what's it called?
A mirror?
Uh,
Parallel
it's
universe?
no, it's not parallel universe because this takes hundreds of thousands of years in the future,
Oh,
whatever.
okay.
The idea is that the internet is released live. It's live. So like we're in the year 2000. We're in the 2019.
Right.
Well, the things that are being released right now, everything that you're seeing updated right now, all the Twitter feeds, this very stream that we're watching,
Right.
they can watch it too. They're receiving that this at the same time, quote unquote. The thing is, they cannot interact with the internet, so they just study the internet.
So they're
So
looking
it's like an
into the
online
past,
archive. It's an archive,
basically.
Yeah, it's an
practically.
archive. Exactly, it's an archive.
Oh,
It's a
shit.
live updating archive, and they study us. They study us humans, and he receives the information just like that. Also, so he doesn't know my future. He knows my life as I live it.
Fuck.
Yeah, so you're looking into the past,
That's
Yeah,
basically.
that's amazing.
exactly.
Yeah, so you're learning about
Yeah,
yourself from the past and
yeah,
okay. Okay, all right. Okay. I'm
yeah.
invested. Okay.
I'm telling you, like I got ideas. I got a freaking ideas like this,
Mhm.
but I just haven't had the time to do it, and I don't feel like my art skills are good enough for that where I want them to be for me to tell these
Mhm.
stories. You know.
Yeah, yeah, that's
But
completely
I
understandable.
got arcs and shit. I got it all planned out. I just have to actually do it.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I wish you the best. I would actually read this. Oh my god, this sounds incredibly interesting.
Yeah,
I
thanks,
want to
man.
subscribe to.
Well, then freaking add me on Instagram. Check out my YouTube channel.
Yep, do those exact
Also, quick
things.
question, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Your fan art of Chikara, right? Was that like a carrot? Was that like in a robot-esque thing or something? Because like now
No,
that I'm looking at it,
it's
Wait,
just
who?
like is he
it's just
is he
Chikara.
like? I know, but it's like now that it looked like in the background when I first looked, I'm like, oh, is there like a robot Chikara in here or something?
No. I mean, I'm not gonna lie though. I've been thinking to make the gimmick behind my art that whatever. Holy shit, this is nice. I'm sorry. I just popped into my Instagram and this loot shit popped out and I was like, oh, fuck yeah.
Oh my god.
Gromski,
Anyways.
focus.
Yes, dude. It's part of is I am adding that to the character, dude. It's fucking hilarious. I love how you portray Gromski. Anyways, I did think of making it kind of a gimmick where whoever I draw, they're kind of robots, whatever. So if I
Mhm.
draw your character, it's robot, but I'm not doing that quite yet. You can see it in the
Okay.
eyes though.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
was
that's
thinking in
what
the
I was
eyes. Yeah.
inferring.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm still implementing the design of the robot eyes into everything I draw though.
Okay, all right, that's interesting. All right,
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Okay, so thank you, all of you, for listening to the
Yeah.
40 Fingers podcast. Thank you for Gromski for coming on here. We've been planning this on for like weeks, but now we finally got it. So I want to thank you for that. All right, I will catch you all next week. See ya. That was
Bye,
it.
the Dare Cheat brothers.
I gotta say
Eat
it.
shit.